Carlisle.
Light it up.
Spider-Man!
No autographs, please.
Press the attack button to attack. I'm sorry, am I going too fast for you? There are actually 2 attack buttons. Try using the other one in this setting. See, enemies will block different moves, so experiment with the 2 attack buttons to find attacks that work. Man, you sure do get hit a lot.
Okay, you know what, Bruce Campbell, I've had enough of your sass. I put up with it for 2 games, and that's long enough. For that first enemy wave, we couldn't use Spider Instinct, but now we can. Spider Instinct slows down time and enables us to dodge enemy attacks automatically. We can also counterattack right after we dodge an enemy attack, as long as we see the square button above our head, though that doesn't mean we have to press square. We can also press triangle to do a heavy counterattack. Now, something Bruce Campbell, as helpful as he tries to be, won't tell you is that blue meter up in the top left is our Spider Instinct meter. When we use Spider Instinct, it depletes, though it quickly fills back up, and we want to have Spider Instinct activated as much as possible, because it is the only way to dodge enemy attacks. You also want to get into the habit of only holding down the Spider Instinct button as long as you need to. For example, if you fling an enemy into the air, you don't want to hold the Spider Instinct button down during an air combo. You want to let the air combo be a break for the Spider Instinct meter to refill, so you can use it again when you land. Stuff like that makes a world of difference. If you run into a group of enemies and you don't have Spider Instinct turned on, you are going to lose. And don't think you can just use it as a normal dodge button either. Some of the enemy's attacks are slow enough to react to in real time, but most of the time their attacks come too quickly, so you need to anticipate them and press the Spider Instinct button long before they even swing at you. This is especially true with enemy projectiles. They don't do a good job of making it clear exactly how essential Spider Instinct is to the gameplay or how much you need to use it. You have to get used to the feeling of quickly turning Spider Instinct on and off if you want to succeed.
Hang around, go find out who is blowing up this building and save the day. I'll even open the door for you.
Right here, the game is telling us that getting combos fills up our combo meter, which is that red circle next to our health and Spider Instinct meters. When that's full, we can use a super attack. Our only super attack is R1 plus square, which allows us to bounce between enemies. Any enemy we hit while we do this is stunned for a short period of time. Unfortunately, this is pretty much the worst place to show it off, because there are so many things in here to bump into. We usually only get to bounce off one enemy. I'm not sure why they chose a room like this to introduce that mechanic. After we defeat this last enemy, we get to learn about Spider Sense, which is very different from Spider Instinct. Spider Sense allows us to see through walls to find enemies and objectives.
You gotta take care of those bombs. Just crawl up the wall and onto the ceiling. Oh, this icon here means that you can perform a web interaction. Hold down the web button to web this thing up. Experiment with web attacks and you might even find new ones. For instance, I hear you can spin guys around. Use the sprint button for extra speed.
If I could pull down one of those pipes, I bet the water would douse the fire.
Once you've jumped into the air, you can press the jump button jump higher by holding down the jump button longer. Get it? Higher, longer. Hold it down long enough, and you can probably leap small buildings in a single bound. I mean, you're not quite as impressive as that other guy, are you? Don't worry, I'm sure you have a lovely personality. Okay, now get ready. You're about to perform a heroic feat of agility and speed, but don't let it go to your head, okay? You do this stuff all the time.
gonna be a bumpy ride! Thanks for flying Air Spidey. Just another day in the life of your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. Lately, things have been going my way. I got the girl, and New York finally likes me. Not that there aren't problems. Like this new guy, Eddie Brock at the Daily Bugle. He's really starting to get on my nerves. And Harry, my best friend, won't talk to me. On top of that, new gangs have moved in and they're dividing up the city. Still, it's nothing I can't handle. One weird thing, there haven't been any big supervillains around since Doc Ock. But I have this bad feeling like the sky is gonna fall or something. And soon.
Pressing the swing button will shoot out a web line that you can swing from. Then, hold down on the swing button to hold onto your web line. Now the trick with swinging is that you need something to swing from. That's right, you can't just swing from empty space. You're not that good yet. So make sure that there's a building or something nearby when you want to swing. Got it? Good. Hey, see that little marker on the screen? That sucker is letting you know about something you ought to be interested in. And you can use the left stick to aim your web line. If you want to go left, push left. You want to go right, well, you get the idea. Push the stick in the direction you want to go. Now, if you want to go faster down the street, try boosting near the bottom of your swing arm. This will propel you forward. If you want to gain a little bit of height, try boosting near the end of your swing arm. Swinging is hard, I know. I've done it myself. But it just takes some practice, and then you'll be swinging like a pro. So keep at it. Oh, and watch out for buildings. To navigate this grand old city, Now, there are once you've found a mission you'd like to try, you can push this button to mark it. Then, okay, that's the zoom map. It's a handy feature, so if you're not sure what to do next, remember, you can look up your options. Now get out into that city and do your thing.
Alright, Bruce Campbell is done talking, which means the tutorial is finally over. We've unlocked the web zip, and I'll see you next time for the first real story mission.